Over to you, Mr. Douglas. I mean, what do you kind of think are the implications here?
Well, I think we're starting the year, and it's like Julia just said, sports, sports, sports. So I think that everything about streaming just seems to keep going towards sports. So that's a good thing, ESPN, as she mentioned, and so forth. But I think also, like, Disney kind of gets a free play here. So they want an independent sports network. Now they essentially have one. They don't have to build it. They just have to invest in it. They own 70% of it. So in some ways, that makes a lot of sense. Fubo, on the other hand, gets to leverage the Hulu brand, which I think they need because it'll make the content they have more attractive to advertisers. And I do think this will increase their advertising revenue. So all the investors are investing more in Fubo right now, literally right now. I think that's probably warranted.
And this seems, Barton, like it also clears the way for Disney to go ahead with the launch of Venue, right?
Yes, it clears the path for all these different threads that Disney has. Sports is interesting, right? They're pursuing so many different ways to distribute, right? So they've got ESPN Plus today. They've got ESPN under traditional pay TV ecosystem. And then they're rolling out the ESPN flagship streaming. And now they're also owning the majority, 70%, of Fubo, Hulu, let's call it Hubo, joint venture that will be sports-focused kind of linear service. So they've got every way under the sun to get sports in front of you. And this clears up a lot of the noise and a lot of, the impediments and the blockage that have come from the litigation. They're free to run, and they've got a lot of ways to go at it. So they can have at it now.
So, I mean, Mark, a lot of consumers are just kind of their heads are spinning from the options out there right now. How do you expect this to all shake out?
I think it is very. I mean, even understanding the deal is confusing. So I think all these options that consumers do have is confusing. I think ultimately it's what are they interested in? What speaks to them? Do they want to watch football? Do they want to watch college? Whatever it is. And so it's ultimately going to shake out in terms of that. Do you have content that's really compelling to me? I kind of always go back to Netflix. One thing that Netflix is really good at is basically onboarding you at the beginning of the night and then presenting something to you that you might not have watched. And they're going to do that literally tonight with WWE. So I think Disney still has to figure that out. How do they just onboard consumers and then send them to the right sports content that is compelling to them and they're going to want to watch and pay for or get ads?
No, that's very well said, especially, Barton, when the streaming services, now I'm going to say Hubo every time, Hulu Plus and Fubo combined only have 6 million subscribers.
Correct. They're one of the options out there. There'll be one of two growth stories in the traditional kind of linear bundle along with YouTube. The bigger kind of traditional pay TV services, are not really growing at this point. They're declining for the most part. And, I think that what we're seeing right here is that this world that we grew up with of turning on TV and getting all the sports on TV is falling apart. The future is going to be the sports you want are going to be tucked away in myriad places, and you're going to have to navigate that. And what's surprising is that consumers, the younger set, seems to want that. They seem to want to watch Thursday Night Football on Amazon. They want to watch Christmas football on Netflix. And they'll probably want to watch, what's going to be carried on Hubo here. So the world's changing, and it's going to be more complicated. And that's just the way it is.
Barton, I love how you're like, I guess they enjoy this. I guess they enjoy this treasure. We always said they enjoy the TJ Maxx treasure hunt. This is like the content treasure hunt, Julia.
But I would say what's interesting is there has been this content treasure hunt, but this is consolidation. This is going to make it easier to find all that sports content in one place. And you could bet once ESPN flagship launches, they're going to make it easy to aggregate all that sports content for real sports fans. So I think as we start the year, this really marks a trend that we're looking for more of, which is a rebundling. I'm not going to just say a consolidation because I think that there are challenges, obviously, when it comes to merging big media companies, so we could certainly see some of that. But a rebundling where we see more of these services packaged together so it's easier to find your content, so it's easier to subscribe to a bundle that's maybe smaller than the old cable bundle, certainly probably less expensive, but easier to navigate for sure.